After Cosmo, Timmy, and Wanda arrive at Cupid's mansion for his big party, Cupid announces that this year's game would involve a scavenger hunt, where they have to use their imagination, fashion, and smarts. The reward for winning is a couple seconds of rule-free wishes. It is soon discovered that Remy, Buxaplenty, and Wandissimo were also invited, the former displeased upon seeing Timmy and his godparents. He announces his plan to use his wishes to get rid of Timmy's fairies. Meanwhile, Wandissimo beats Cosmo to wager of a nickel, and Wanda. If Cosmo wins, he gets a nickel and keeps Wanda, but if he loses, Wanda becomes Wandissimo's wife. When the game starts, Remy wishes for all the contestants to fall asleep, who quickly do so, all except for Timmy, who had wished up an anti-magic bubble to remain immune to Wandissimo's magic. They quickly hop on their time scooter and limo, then start their time travel journey. The list says to find the biggest egg ever laid, container 079B from the Apollo 15 mission in 1971, the world's largest bananas that was found in King Kong's clutches in 1933, a pot of Irish gold from the 15th century, an 18th century Danish that was found with Napoleon Bonaparte, the grand treasure of the Peruvian pyramid from ancient Peru. Timmy finds the first item by going back when the dinosaurs still roamed Earth. He picks up the large egg and gets out of time before violently getting attacked by a dinosaur. Bravely on the lead, Timmy then travels to the moon during the Apollo 15 mission in 1971, where he finds container 0079B. Unfortunately for him, as he holds up the prize, Remy floats by and snatches it away from him. After Remy's dishonest act, Timmy quickly travels to 1933 to the movie King Kong. However, before he can think of a plan, Remy has already hired a woman to distract the giant ape, who then hands over the gigantic banana in return. Hurriedly, Timmy rushes to the 15th century Ireland. Surprisingly, the leprechaun William gives him his pot of gold, pouring out the best cut Cosmo Wandissimo made through a limerick. Everyone thought old Cosmo was dense for betting his wife for 5 cents. She knows she'll be mad. If she's gone, he'll be sad. I'm betting the plan is intense. Furious that Cosmo bet her for a measly nickel, Wanda turns red and shouts at Cosmo, ready to murder him. Luckily, Timmy steps in and reminds them that they are in the middle of a scavenger hunt and need to get going. Then they go to 18th century France, where a painter is painting a picture of Napoleon Bonaparte. After Napoleon finishes posing a signature pose for the artist, he takes his hand out of his shirt and pulls out a Danish. However, before he can eat his pastry, Remy, who was the painter, grabs it. Seeing that Remy already had 3 items and he only had 2, Timmy rushes to the last item on the scavenger hunt list. After traveling to ancient Peru, Timmy sees that he was too late. Remy had already taken the gems on the pedestals and was going back to Cupid's house. After Remy and Wandissimo poof back to Cupid's home, Timmy notices something strange. He explains to Cosmo and Wanda that most movies with temples and pyramids that have treasures hidden in them, a bunch of booby traps, go off once someone takes the treasures. Timmy deduces that Remy and his godfather must not have gotten the actual treasure. After taking a small cylindrical can covered in dirt, a booby trap goes off and Timmy and his godparents manage to escape and then poof back to Cupid's house. When Timmy gets back to Cupid's mansion, the result was a tie, but the truth is, they were in fact tricked into doing Cupid's grocery shopping for his brunch. The 2 boys agreed to put aside their differences and declare a truce, at which their godparents used their magic to bring in the various historical figures they encountered during the hunt as payback. Timmy and Remy both tell the figures to get Cupid. The figures then chase Cupid down to beat him, with Cupid saying, "Good thing I am wearing a diaper." They then celebrate with some of Cupid's breakfast. Wanda, having discovered the bet between Cosmo and Wandissimo, also gets mad because Cosmo wagered her for 5 cents, while Timmy and Remy are enjoying the food and drink. Wanda poofs up all the things that they saw all the way to the end of the scavenger hunt to chase Cosmo and Wandissimo as retribution for using her as a wager, and the items chase and crush them.